Hey, this is Brian Darian, and this video message is about the current state of affairs with Social Security disability representatives, attorney, non-attorney representatives, and how this information will impact your ability to get your benefits and especially to keep your benefits. So there's a lot of media out there that's been going on, so hopefully this will provide some clarity. Of course, it's just my perspective. So here at the Disability Digest, we provide these videos to you for the big picture information. If you'd like to have more of them or stay up to date, I encourage you to subscribe and then select the bell so you get all of the messages that come out. And if you're not a member here or you haven't updated us in a while on your situation, we encourage you to do so. It's thedisabilitydigest.com. Always are adding new information to provide you with a customized, personalized approach to help you get and keep your benefits. There'll be a link below the video. So, what you're looking at here is the Social Security information on disability, on payments to Social Security disability representatives annually. And they just released the 2021 statistics. So I'm going to start here by scrolling down, and this link will be below the video. If you look down here, what this shows is the number of awards, the volume of payments, and the amount of money, which is $87 million. It's a lot of money. Point I want to make is this number is down quite significantly from years past. This blog over here, Charles Hall, has done the math, and he reports that there was 11% decrease and then another 14% decrease. Now, that might not seem like much to you, but it actually has had a pretty significant impact on representatives, and I'm going to share that with you in a moment. But the other thing that you can see here is people are like, oh, geez, these guys make so much money. And that is certainly one perspective. But if you divide the number of awards into the amount, you'll see the average award amount is around $3,000, $3,100, $3,200. Disability representatives do not win every case. And typically a case is going to take either 10 months to get approved at the initial or reconsideration on average, or it's going to be another 24 months to a hearing. So they have to manage all of that. So what the result has happened is that this is in the representation circles and the legal circles, is this is not being viewed right now as a profitable channel of business. And in prior years, which you can skim down here and you can see that there was 98, 101, 107, the ability to get cases approved was different. What we have now is we have a COVID situation that still has a lot of cases that are stuck. So these disability representatives have pretty high volume, but they're not really going anywhere, and they've got to manage those. And then the approval rates are challenged as well. So it's a bit of a dual dynamic. So the other piece that I'll add to this is the one of the largest, if not the largest, disability representation group in the U.S. called Trajector, which had a prior name, but they just announced that they're laying off 500 people. 500 people. And they've been, in the news, it appears to me that they've been struggling for a while, and this is a way to try to right the ship. So what does that mean if you're a client there and they're laying off 500 people? And so what's your quality of representation going to be like? So I'm going to get into the solutions or some tips here in a minute. So they're not the only one. There's other companies that are looking at this type of business, and maybe they're staying in it, but their selection quality for cases is going to be much different than it has been in the past. All right, so what can you do? And let's look at it from this perspective. Let's say that you're already approved for disability benefits. I'll use the word probably not I could use the word vulnerable. There's based on the average, there's a 20% of the disability recipients are going to be reviewed annually, and I've gone through the statistics in other videos. So if your benefits are reviewed and you are not successful at maintaining your benefits, meaning that they view you to be not disabled anymore, you have two options. One option is, or you can appeal it, but within that appeal, you can either decide to have your check continue and appeal it, or you can choose to have your check stopped and have that amount that you are getting paid build up. So with the current state of the union in the disability world, if you have your check continue, there's no back benefit structure there that disability representatives are attracted to allow them to represent you and get 25% of your back benefits. So, but you probably need your check to survive. So it's a bit of a challenge, but my point is that I would consider that the second step. The first step is you definitely want to be prepared for a review. That's my overall message. And then if you are prepared for a review and you follow the steps that we put out on this channel, it'll give you your best chance to avoid having it denied. So you don't have to get into that decision of whether to keep your check or whether to not, and then to try to find representation to make, to get your benefits back. So that's one. Be prepared. Now, if you're going through the process, it's going to be the same thing. You want to be prepared. What does being prepared mean? Being prepared, in my opinion and experience, is understanding that this is an evidence-based situation, or getting your benefits is evidence-based. It's what your evidence medically shows. And keeping your benefits is medically based because they're going to review your medical records to see if you still have been in treatment with a doctor, and if the doctor's treatment still has limitations on you, like there's been no medical improvement in your condition and you're not in a situation where you can work. That's the general concept. So what do? First things first is understand the rules of the game, like what you need to say and do to prove you're disabled and keep your disability, and this is what we teach you here on this channel and as a member. But most importantly is understand the relationship that you have with your doctors and the course of treatment that you have, and make sure that you are getting treatment for your conditions. Your limitations from those conditions are in your medical records, so that when Social Security comes through to see if you're either qualify for the first time to get approved or they're coming through for your review, that you do indeed qualify. You've got, the different conditions that you have are preventing you from sitting for 10 minutes, standing for 15 minutes, you're not able to lift a gallon of milk, you're sleeping maybe 3 hours a night, you need to take 2 naps during the day. Things like that are real clear, distinct limitations. So those are my tips for you. That's what's going on out there. I hope that you find this helpful, and please don't ignore the facts and the statistics and what's going on if you value your benefits and want to get them and keep them. So again, here at the Disability Digest, we invite you to subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the bell so you get the upcoming messages. There'll be a link to join us as a member or update us if you're a current member below, so that we can help you, give you a customized approach to helping you get your benefits, keep your benefits, maximize your benefits. Make it a great day. Thanks again.